Let's talk about the powerful productivity principle of flossing one tooth. And what a strange name for a video, right? But we can all probably agree that the most difficult thing in life, personally and professionally, is just getting started and just getting into action, right? Like just that initial inertia and getting the ball rolling is so difficult. And then once that ball is rolling and once you're into that positive action and that momentum, well, now it's so much easier to just sustain it from that point forward. And it's something that I've often thought about in my own life. And part of what turned me on to this was a researcher out of Stanford named BJ Fogg. And I love watching TED Talks. There isn't a week that goes by that I don't watch at least one TED Talk. And he has a TED Talk out there where I think he was talking about tiny habits. And he does behavioral research, behavioral science on how we actually form and adopt patterns of behavior and habits as humans. So he's giving his TED Talk, and in the middle of his TED Talk, to illustrate a point, he has the whole audience reach underneath their seat, and he has dental floss sitting there. And he says, okay, I want you to take that dental floss, and all I want you to do is I want you to floss one tooth. And of course, the whole audience is kind of like, well, that's a little bit weird. And they take out the dental floss and floss one tooth. And sure enough, they're like, well, if I'm going to floss one tooth, why am I not just going to continue on and just floss the entire mouth? And he's sort of like, my point exactly. It was to illustrate a point. And let's just say that, you're someone that's maybe not flossing on a regular basis. Okay, well, because you know what? You don't really want to at night when you're tired and you want to go to bed, or when you wake up in the morning, you have things to do. You don't want to floss the whole mouth. Okay, well, you don't need to floss the whole mouth. You need to floss one tooth and focus on flossing one tooth. And once you've flossed one tooth, you're probably going to find that you're just going to continue on. You're just going to floss the rest of the mouth because you've already gotten started. And I've taken this principle and I've used it not only with me, but with so many different clients with just unbelievable levels of success in all areas of their life. And it absolutely applies to every single thing that we do. And I think of, like, let's just say that you're in sales, and let's just say that you're responsible for making 30 sales calls a day. And every now and then, and maybe a lot of days, that seems kind of daunting. Like, God, I got to make 30 calls. Like, it just seems like so many. Well, you don't need to make 30 calls. You need to make one. And that's what you need to focus on. You need to make one call. Like one tooth. And once you've made that one call, it's like, okay, well, I've already made that one call. Like, I've gotten the ball rolling. I've gotten started. Now I can just continue on from there. You're probably going to find that you'll make 2 and you'll make 3 and you'll make 4, and you'll just continue on that path because you've gotten into positive motion or momentum. I think about this with working out. I've used it with myself. I've used it with athletes. But like, I really don't feel like going out there. I don't feel like training for 60 minutes. I don't feel like going for this 60-minute run. And I will tell them, go out there. You don't need to run for 60 minutes. You need to run for 5 minutes. Like, just run for 5 minutes. And I can tell you from seeing other people as well as using this with myself, if I can just get out there and just do 5 minutes, probably 95+% of the time, it's like, all right, well, I'm already out here. I'm already doing it. I've already flossed my one tooth. Like, I've done my 5 minutes. I may as well just continue on and just finish out the rest of what I'm supposed to do. I think of something as simple as cleaning my condo. Might look around and there might be an hour worth of stuff I know I need to do to make it spotless and to make it look the way that I want it to look. Well, if you don't want to do that, if all you're thinking about is I need to do this for the next hour, well, you don't need to do it for the next hour. You need to just say, you know what, I need to clean for 5 minutes. Like, get your butt up off the couch and clean for 5 minutes. And you'll probably find if you've cleaned for 5 minutes, now you've got that ball rolling. It's like, well, okay, I may as well just continue on and I may as well just finish the rest. This has absolutely been one of the most powerful productivity principles for myself, as well as I've seen it work for other people, is that if you can just get started with the smallest, tiniest micro commitment or tiny habit, as BJ Fogg, I guess, would say, if you can just focus on just doing that one thing, man, you are absolutely going to crush it. You'll probably find that you get a lot more done, you get it done faster, you get it done easier, and it's just a matter of getting into that positive momentum and getting something started. So put that into practice. Think about flossing the one tooth, and if you do that, I promise you, you're going to outperform the norm.